Hello, and welcome back to another Tales from my Backlog, where I'm literally recording this at 11 o'clock at night. As you can tell, it is night. Because I literally, about 20 minutes or so ago, finished watching The Evil Dead for the first time. Directed by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce Campbell. Now, this is my fifth Sam Raimi film that I have seen. I have, of course, have seen the Spider-Man trilogy. I grew up on those, and then of course, uh, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Now, I went in with no real expectations because I didn't really necessarily know what the movie was about, and I remember talking to AJ about it when I picked it up. Um, Sometime last year. I thought it was a YouTube comment, but it was obviously through DMs, and he said that I probably wouldn't like it. But I said I'd give it a shot. So the question is, did I like it? The answer is, it was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. There's a bare bones plot to the movie, um, and the vast majority of it is literally just blood. Like it's just not blood, some gore, but a lot of blood. Um, and I just thought it was okay. Because of that bare bones plot. I thought it was just okay. The plot essentially is these college kids rent a cabin for a weekend or a night or what have you. They get there, and as with all these horror movies that are centered around high school or college kids going to a cabin, something of the spooky arts uh, happens. And that just so happens to be uh, this time they let demons loose. They find tapes of of whoever lived there prior to them renting the place, and because they played the tape that had a summoning incantation from this book, they accidentally released the spirits. And for the vast majority of the movie, it is just focused on the three female characters. One of them being Ash's girlfriend, his sister, and his friend Scott's girlfriend, I believe. And it starts off with his sister, I think it is. That's the first one to get possessed. After hearing some things outside, she goes out. She gets attacked by some trees. And then after a while, she's begging to leave, and then as they're about to leave, it turns out that at the time the only way to escape was blocked off. So they're forced to go back, and then she gets possessed, and then she gets locked in a cellar, and that's really all she does until towards the end of the movie. And then it's his girlfriend who gets possessed, and then it's Scott is no, it isn't his girlfriend who gets possessed. Sorry, no, it's the other one who gets possessed, and Scott is the one to kill her. Well, initially kill her. The still body parts moving about, so the demon is still there possessing it to be able to move, and even after it being stabbed by this weapon that led to believe that that would do something, because it did do something. It caused this weird white substance to be expelled from the demons, but it wasn't enough to kill them. And then in the end, it's just Ash that is left, and he realizes that, oh, it's this book. If I can destroy the book, I destroy them, and he does. And then it switches to this really nice stop motion claymation um of the bodies disintegrating, essentially. And it looked really, really well. Um, but for a movie that came out in 1981, it definitely felt more like it was shot during the 70s. Now, I don't know any of the behind the scenes stuff about The Evil Dead. Like I said, this is my first time really watching it. I just know that when the new one came out some time ago, that's when I really started hearing about Ash and the Evil Dead and the Evil Dead franchise. Um, and so yeah, as a first my first foray into it, I thought it was all right. Again, bare bones plot, not really much that happens in it. It's mainly just a slasher. I wouldn't. Would it be classed as a slasher? I guess so, but also at the same time not. I don't know. I don't know what like sub horror genre you want to class this as. So the next question is, am I going to continue on with the series, watch The Evil Dead 2 and watch Army of Darkness and Ash versus the Evil Dead and all that, all the other sequels and all that? The answer is probably not. As it sits for me right now, I'm happy enough leaving it as is with watching The Evil Dead. Now, with me saying that, I know now full true and well that AJ will over at AJ's Movie Place will more than likely convince me to give the rest of the Evil Dead franchise a go, like he did with Alien. He convinced me to watch Aliens. He convinced me to give Terminator 3 and 4 a shot. So AJ has for me, has a track record of convincing me to watch other movies where I'm just like, I'm done with this, done with the franchise. I'm not gonna do it. And then AJ's like, yeah, but you should. And then I'm always like, you know what? I will. So maybe is the honest answer. Maybe I'll, give the Evil Dead franchise a full go around like I have been doing, with Predator, the Godfather. Let's see what else. Um, the Rocky films, and so on and so forth. Maybe it'll become another one of those movie franchises that I'm delving into. Maybe not. Maybe because I'm not a horror guy. I'm not a horror guy. So, um, but overall, like I said, I really enjoy. Well, not that I really enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. Um, so yeah, that has been my review of The Evil Dead. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not sure what's next, but I'm pretty sure it is another Tales from my backlog, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll catch you all on the next upload.